Welcome to Star Zodiacs. Today, we're diving into the exhilarating world of Uranus in Sagittarius, an astrological placement that's all about breaking free from tradition, exploring the unknown, and embracing new philosophies. Uranus is the planet of sudden change, rebellion, and innovation, while Sagittarius is the sign of adventure, higher learning, and belief systems. When these two energies combine, they create a dynamic force that drives individuals to seek freedom and explore beyond the conventional boundaries of society. If you've ever felt a restless urge to challenge the norm or venture into uncharted territory, Uranus in Sagittarius might be the reason why. Throughout this video, we'll unravel the key traits of this placement, illustrating how it influences the way you approach life, relationships, and your own sense of self. Stick around until the end because we've got a special bonus insight that will shine even more light on what makes Uranus in Sagittarius so unique. Let's jump in. Freedom. Freedom is perhaps the most defining trait of Uranus in Sagittarius. Individuals with this placement have an innate need to live life on their own terms, free from the constraints of rigid rules or expectations. They have a deep-rooted aversion to anything that feels like it's limiting their independence. Whether it's a traditional job, a restrictive relationship, or even societal norms, they will always seek to carve out a path that allows them the maximum amount of personal freedom. For them, freedom isn't just a luxury, it's a fundamental right that drives their decisions and shapes their worldview. This need for autonomy often leads them to pursue unconventional careers, alternative lifestyles, or even to relocate frequently in search of new experiences. They thrive in environments where they can explore and express their individuality without judgment or constraint. Ultimately, freedom is not just about physical space for them, it's about the freedom to think, believe, and live authentically. Exploration. Exploration is at the heart of Uranus in Sagittarius, as these individuals are driven by an insatiable curiosity about the world. They are the eternal wanderers, constantly seeking out new experiences, knowledge, and adventures. Whether it's through physical travel to distant lands, intellectual exploration of new ideas, or even spiritual journeys into the self, they are always on the move, both literally and metaphorically. They are drawn to the unknown and are often the first to step out of their comfort zones to try something new. This desire for exploration doesn't just apply to physical locations, it extends to their inner worlds as well. They are constantly seeking to expand their minds and their understanding of the universe, and they are rarely content to stay in one place, either mentally or physically, for too long. This trait makes them excellent learners, teachers, and guides, as they are always eager to share the new perspectives they discover along the way. Beliefs. One of the most intriguing aspects of Uranus in Sagittarius is the way it shapes a person's belief systems. Individuals with this placement often have a complex and evolving relationship with their beliefs. They are not content to simply accept the beliefs they were raised with. Instead, they feel compelled to question, challenge, and redefine what they believe in. This can lead them to explore a wide range of philosophies, religions, and worldviews as they seek to find or create a belief system that feels true to them. They are drawn to unconventional or non-mainstream ideas and are often more interested in the journey of discovery than in settling on one definitive answer. This open-minded approach allows them to be flexible and adaptable in their thinking, and it often leads them to embrace a more inclusive and eclectic view of the world. They are the type of people who will listen to all sides of a debate, not because they are indecisive, but because they genuinely believe that every perspective has something valuable to offer. Rebellion. Rebellion is another key theme for Uranus in Sagittarius. These individuals are natural rule breakers who are unafraid to challenge authority or buck the system. This rebellious streak isn't about being difficult or contrarian for its own sake. It's about a deep-seated belief in the right to question and change what isn't working. They see rules and traditions as guidelines rather than absolutes, and they're willing to push back against anything that feels unjust, outdated, or restrictive. This can manifest in many ways, from challenging societal norms to advocating for progressive causes, or even just living in a way that defies conventional expectations. Their rebellion is often motivated by a desire for progress and a belief that change is not only possible but necessary. They are not content to sit back and accept the status quo, They want to be actively involved in creating a better, more open, and more inclusive world. Innovation. Innovation is a hallmark of Uranus in Sagittarius. These individuals are forward thinkers who are always on the lookout for new ways to improve and innovate. They are not satisfied with the old ways of doing things, especially if they believe there's a better, more efficient, or more exciting option available. This innovative spirit can lead them to come up with original ideas, whether it's in their careers, hobbies, or personal lives. They thrive in environments that value creativity and out-of-the-box thinking, and they're often the ones who are willing to take risks to bring their ideas to life. This trait makes them pioneers, constantly pushing boundaries and exploring new frontiers in whatever field they're passionate about. They're not just dreamers, they are doers who are eager to turn their visionary ideas into reality. Restlessness. Restlessness is a common feeling for those with Uranus in Sagittarius, and it's closely tied to their desire for exploration and freedom. They often feel a constant itch to keep moving, learning, and experiencing new things. This restlessness can manifest in many ways, from changing jobs frequently to moving to new places or diving into new interests and hobbies. They get bored easily with routine and are always looking for something new and exciting to capture their interest. This need for change and variety can sometimes make it hard for them to stick with one thing for too long, but it also keeps their lives vibrant and full of new experiences. While this trait can sometimes be challenging, as it can lead to a lack of stability or follow-through, it's also one of their greatest strengths, as it drives them to constantly seek growth and expansion. Independence. Independence is crucial for Uranus in Sagittarius. These individuals value their autonomy and prefer to make their own decisions without interference from others. They are self-reliant and confident in their ability to navigate life on their own terms. This strong sense of independence often leads them to carve out their own paths, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal pursuits. They don't like being told what to do, and will often go out of their way to prove that they can handle things on their own. This can sometimes make them appear stubborn or uncooperative, but it's really about their desire to live authentically and to be true to themselves. Independence is not just about doing things on their own. It's about the freedom to be who they are without having to conform to someone else's expectations or standards. Openness. Openness is a defining trait of Uranus in Sagittarius. People with this placement are open-minded and willing to consider new ideas and perspectives. They are not quick to judge and are often willing to listen and learn from others, even if their views are vastly different. This openness allows them to connect with people from all walks of life and to gain insights that others might miss. They're curious about the world and eager to learn from it, which often leads them to explore diverse cultures, philosophies, and ways of thinking. This trait makes them excellent communicators and bridge builders who can bring people together. They have a natural ability to see the bigger picture and to appreciate the complexity and diversity of human experience. This openness not only enriches their own lives, but also makes them a positive and inclusive presence in the lives of others. Optimism. Optimism is another characteristic of Uranus in Sagittarius. These individuals tend to have a positive outlook on life and a strong belief in the possibilities of the future. They are not easily discouraged by setbacks or obstacles, as they always see a way forward. This optimism fuels their adventurous spirit and encourages them to keep exploring, even when the path is uncertain. They believe that life is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered, and this belief drives them to keep pushing boundaries and seeking out new experiences. Their positive attitude is often infectious, inspiring those around them to see the world through a more hopeful lens. Even when things don't go as planned, they are able to maintain their optimism and continue to pursue their goals with enthusiasm and determination. Risk-taking. Risk-taking is a natural part of life for those with Uranus in Sagittarius. They are not afraid to take bold steps or to venture into the unknown. This willingness to take risks comes from their deep-seated desire to experience life to the fullest and to discover what lies beyond the horizon. They understand that growth often comes from stepping outside of their comfort zones, and they are more than willing to take those steps, even when the outcome is uncertain. This trait can sometimes lead to impulsive decisions, but it also allows them to achieve things that others might only dream of. They are not content to play it safe or stick with what is familiar. They want to push the limits and see what they are truly capable of. This risk-taking spirit is a big part of what makes them so dynamic and inspiring to others. Visionary. The bonus trait of Uranus in Sagittarius is their visionary nature. These individuals have a unique ability to see the bigger picture and to envision a future that is different from the present. They are not limited by the constraints of what is, but are always looking ahead to what could be. This visionary quality allows them to be innovative and forward-thinking, often coming up with ideas and solutions that others might overlook. They are not just dreamers, they are doers who are willing to take the steps necessary to turn their visions into reality. This trait makes them natural leaders, as they are able to inspire others with their ideas and to rally people around a common goal. They are not afraid to think big or to challenge the status quo, and their visionary nature often leads them to make a significant impact on the world around them. In conclusion, Uranus in Sagittarius is a placement that brings together the best of both worlds, the innovative and rebellious spirit of Uranus and the adventurous and freedom-loving nature of Sagittarius. Individuals with this placement are true pioneers, constantly seeking out new experiences, challenging the norm, and pushing the boundaries of what is possible. They are driven by a deep desire for freedom, exploration, and personal growth, and they are not afraid to take risks or to stand up for what they believe in. Their openness, optimism, and visionary outlook make them a force for positive change, both in their own lives and in the world at large. If you have Uranus in Sagittarius, embrace these traits and use them to create a life that is true to who you are. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination, and with Uranus in Sagittarius, the journey is always full of excitement, discovery, and endless possibilities. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with more exciting astrology-related videos. Until then, continue to make your mark on the world. Remember, greatness knows no limits. Be sure to leave a comment on which of these traits you relate to the most or to suggest our next video topic. We try to respond to every comment left by you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more astrology content. Until next time, keep reaching for the stars.